Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Mr. Badman here with another truck showcase. Today we have the Volvo VNL, the new one. Previously we went through the 2014, which in my opinion, spoiler here, that 2014 is the better truck. But without further ado, let's get into it. So in these videos I like to go through what the configurations look like in the shop, what's the stats of the truck look like with the air quote best engine, the best transmission available to that particular truck. Then I also like to jump into the cabin. How's the visibility out of the left and right windows? What does the dash show us? How does the dash look? How's our cruise control represented, or is it represented at all? Is there distance to empty? All those key features that one might look for in a vehicle. Then we'll take it out on the road. I'll show you guys some of that in action, and then so you can listen to the engine as well. Everything I have set up here is stock sounds. There's no mods installed. And then we'll also test out the Jake brake and see how that sounds. So without further ado, let's jump into the shop here. And we'll get right into the truck configuration. I'm just going to jump into the engine. I obviously have one of the longer setups here. There are smaller setups. So if we come over and we look at one that one may typically run, especially if this is your first truck, you'll probably do like a 6x4. Now this is going to completely gut my truck, so get a good look at it right now. That's so pretty. 6x4, and you will see the maneuverability goes to max. There's also 6x2, or a 4x2, which is the shorty guy. So you have some options here. We jump into the engine. Here you'll see we have our best engine here is going to be our Cummins X15 Performance, 565 horses at 2508 Newton meters of torque. You can squeeze a little bit more torque out of the truck, but you lose a lot of horsepower, which means your top speed is probably going to be around 80, and that's 22 Newton meters of torque. I highly recommend the final engine here, the X15 Cummins. At least this engine, you could hit like 90 or 95. You just have to take a little bit longer to get up to speed. We go over to transmission. You'll see it does have a Eaton Ultra Shift, and that's what gives that combination is what gives us the stats here on the right. So heavy cargo is not terrible. It's almost maxed. Maneuverability in this vehicle can be maxed, and then hill traversal is nearly maxed. You also have pretty decent capabilities in uneven terrain. So that's where she sits. Let's jump out into the cabin of the truck. This. And I'll show you guys what we're looking at. All right. So out of the left mirror, or left window, we look that way. It's pretty clear. Out of the right, similar thing. Excuse me. If we look at the dash, the number you're seeing at the top there is going to be our digital speed readout. Our cruise control on this truck is also digital. You can't see it right now because it's not engaged, but it'll be the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. You'll see it actually show a little cruise icon. It'll be green. I'll show you that when we hit the road. This truck also has, as it's spelled out, which I always appreciate, distance to empty. So you can see in this particular truck right now, I've got about 3/4 of a tank or so, 274 gallons of fuel, and 1,800 mile remaining. Now with realistic fuel economy on, I'll probably get about 11 or 1,200 out of this truck, is what we're looking at. And that's the important bits. You have all your typical gauges and dials and things here. So with that, let's go hit the road, guys. That way, as they said. Okay, that away. There we go. We'll get the right gear. This truck does also have collision avoidance on the left and right blinkers, so if there's a vehicle next to you and you use your turning signal, it will beep at you. I forgot to mention that in one of my previous reviews. I believe it's this truck. I think it's the International LT and the new Cascadia and the new Kenworth. I think all have it. Let's do cruise control. right, there's your cruise control, bottom left. And then I'll kick that off. And then let's go hear this Jake brake in action. Not a bad Jake brake. I don't mind these ones. The Kenworth and the Peterbilt are still my favorite, but I do think this is a close third. Especially if you mod these engines, they sound very nice. They actually get a little bit quieter if you mod the engine, but the Jake brake gets a little bit more fancy. So we'll do that once more so you guys can hear it again. Here, I'll do a little circle. I know for you guys, most of you may not have this truck in the long haul config like I do currently, and that's all right. I'll show you guys what the maneuverability here looks like in this configuration, which is the 6x4 long edition. Here we go. Full turn. There you go. Full turn. You can see it's not bad. Now if you go with the small setup, like a 4x2 or a 6x, the shorter 6x4 from the Daycab, the handling is superb. But alright guys, I hope this has been helpful and insightful. Please do drop a like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things if you found this helpful, and I guess we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.